Welcome to playing the Weezer. I am going to teach you how to play most of the Weezer. I have a little on the nose, I know, but my name is Jonas. You're tuned to Half Step Down. You're going to start with the intro. Very simple stuff, okay? Going to start over here. Ring finger, A, third fret. Middle finger, D, second fret. Pointy finger, first fret. On the B. So, just gonna play A, B, G, D, A, B, G. Then, you're gonna move down. Your middle finger is gonna be playing the A on the second fret. All you're gonna do, A, B, G, A, E, B. Then, take that middle finger. It's gonna go over to the second fret of the D. Your ring finger is gonna go second fret of the G, and your pointer finger is going to go first fret of the B, and then you're just going to repeat the same pattern you did over here, except it's going to be D, B, G, D, B, G. And then you're just going to go back and do the same thing you did over here. Second fret A, B, G, second fret A, B. Put it all together, what do you get? Very good, terrific. You're a movie star. Let me put on some distortion. The distortion was already on. Okay, so distortion part, the fun bits, the verses. So, very simple. There's only really 2 bits of it. First off, you've got the power chord on the A third fret. That's going to be pointer finger. That's pointer finger on the third fret of the A. And that's pinky on the 5th fret of the B. You're just going to play that 3 times. Then you're going to go back down. You're going to take little pointy finger over here. That's going to go on the 3rd fret of the E. Pinky is going to go on the 5th fret of the A. Move it up 2. And then move it down to 1. Then going to go take it back down to the same A. Good job. That's it. You're just going to repeat that throughout the verse. Then, when it gets into the part about the choo-choos, choo-choos are very serious. They go all the way, and you're willing to pay. So, that's going to be very simple. It's already using chords That is going to be that A on the 3rd fret with the D on the 5th fret. Then you're just going to go down over here to the 5th fret on the E. Then you're going to go down to the 3rd fret on the E. Then, you're just going to go back into here. Then you just repeat the same. Just repeat that over and over again. And then once we start getting into the workers are going home. That is where we bring out some fun stuff. Because Rivers starts to do octaves. You should know what an octave is. They're octaves. You kind of do need to know them. They're cool. They're fun. They're party tricks, So, what you're going to do, you're going to take your first finger here, your pointy finger. That is going to go 3rd fret of the D. Pinky, that is going to go 6th fret of the B. Move it up 2. Move it up 2. Move it up 2. Move it up 1. Move it up 2. Move it up 2. Move it up 3. Down 1. And then you're going to go into the fun little jam out part with the solo. Now, rhythm. A toddler could play this rhythm. It's just that, 3rd fret A, 5th fret D. It's just that for this entire little solo section. This is the hardest part of the song, okay? If you can do the solo, you can do the rest of the song. I'm going to play through this little tiny bitty solo here for you that Rivers cooks up for us. and then I'll teach you how to play. All right. Now that is pretty simple to play. The strap, if it works with me, that's not a real word, but if it wants to work with me, once it works with me, we'll start doing it. Okay? So, I'm going to take pointer finger, 5th fret of the D, G, and B, and then you're gonna pick all of those individually up and down. Then you're gonna go take your ring finger over here. That is 5th fret of the D, and then you're just gonna do the same thing. Then you're gonna slide it up. Ring finger goes to the 9th of the D. Your middle finger goes to the 8th of the B, and your pointer finger goes to the 7th of the G. Repeating the exact same thing, the same thing with your picking hand. Then you're going to go bring it up. Ring finger goes on the 10th of the D. Your middle finger goes on the 9th of the G, and your ring finger goes on the 8th of the B. Then your pinky goes on the 10th of the B, after a little bit. Then you're going to go bring up, ring finger goes on the 12 of the B, D, Ds, the Ds and the Gs and the Bs. And then you're going to go switch it up. Your middle finger is going to go on the 9th of the G, and then your pointer finger is going to go on the B and E of the 8th. Then you're going to go up to here on the 10th. Middle finger, the G of the 10th. Your ring finger is going to be on B. Guess what? On the 10th. And then your pointer finger, that is going to be on the 8th of the E. Slide it up to. Then what you're going to do, pointer finger, bar the G, B, and E. Your middle finger is going to go on the 13th of the B. Play that. Then ring finger is going to go over here on the 14th of the G. Then, after that, middle finger goes on the G at the 16th, and then pointer finger goes on the 15th of the B and E. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your ring finger and pinky. You're going to go play the 17th of the E, and then the 19th. So, you're still doing this. And that's how you end the solo. That's it. Then we get into the fun little bit about the workers, the going home. They repeat that section again. So it's just... That's it. All that is, you're going to take pointy finger over here. That goes on the 7th of the A. Then both your ring finger and pinky are going to go on both the 9th of the G, B, D. Ooh, the D's. And then on the G. Slide that up one. And then what you're going to want to do is pointer still stays 10th of the A, but your ring finger is going to bar all of these on the 12th fret. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because there's this little thing you hear in the song. You're going to go, do that little bit, the did-diz, on the 13th of the B to the 12th of the B. You're just going to pick both of those individual twice. Then put that together, that's it. Then, that's it. Then it's back to and doing the whole little. That repeats over, and then to end the song, they do this. And that you have already learned. Guess what? That's the same thing as this. But you're not doing a little dis. What you're doing is you're just letting this ring out. And then at the very end of the song, Rivers kicks back into the cleanness and it just... They just end on the C chord here. That's the whole song, you know? So that's what's amazing about Weezer songs. They're just so great, but they're so easy to play, most of them. There's a few not easy to play at all. But most of them are really simple to play on guitar. A lot of their early stuff, a lot of it, a lot of Pinkerton, a lot of Blue is very simple to play. Remember, this is a half step down, which is just you take all the tuners, half step down, half step down. That's it. If I feel like it, I guess I'll do No One Else next. I probably should, but I'm kind of lazy, so that's that. that's that. Yeah. Don't subscribe.